So welcome to another unboxing video from theplayersaid.com. My name's Alexander, and today we're taking a look at, this is a brand new game from Worthington. It's Antietam, whatever. I don't know my pronunciations of the American Civil War, I apologize. It's, so September 17, 1862. Now, this is, shamefully, this is my first Worthington hex and counter game that I've played. I know that's terrible because I have a Band of Brothers Ghost Panzer upstairs. I've just never played it. So I got it secondhand in a trade. This is a hex and counter game. They don't do a ton of these. A lot of their games are kind of either area movement or blocks. They do a lot of different style games. So I'm actually excited to see how this one plays and kind of what their take on it is. It takes about, this is a 3 to 6 hour war game. It says it's 2-player, although you could do it solitaire. But like all of their games, usually they're very easy to learn, which is something I appreciate about Worthington's games. I also like that their bags are their dice are vacuum sealed for freshness. You smell those. Oh, they smell so good. So we have, oh, well, that's nice. This is the Civil War Brigade Battle Series rules. So I'm hoping they do more of these if this is good. But in reality, the series rules are a whopping 8 pages. So there's good diagrams, everything's organized decently from the looks of it. But this should be very simple, like I said, to learn. It's 8 pages of rules. I appreciate that very much. It looks like we have a nice OOB, Union Chain of Command. I don't know if that has game effects, or if that's just a cool OOB from the Kickstarter maybe, but I like that a lot. And then we have the playbook. Let's see, yep, playbook. So this has scenarios. Morning Attack 1, Bloody Lane, Scenario 2, Scenario 3, Burnside Bridge, Scenario 4, which is everything. So you can play everything, and it'll take you 6 hours or so. Well, I wonder if these shorter ones, I mean, you only play half the game, so you should be able to play a short version of this if you were in a pinch, which is nice. And I like it when the setup has the pictures of them, so I don't have to just look through a bunch of numbers on a huge chart. That's nice, makes it accessible. And alright, we have some play aids. So we have movement, morale, fire range, combat results, and on the back we have terrain effects chart. There's 2 of those. These are identical, and those are good thick cardboard. A bunch of that stuff was on the back of the playbook as well. If you ever lost these, you can photocopy your own. And then we have here on markers. Ooh, okay, all right. So these are just so you know, this is long street. These are pre-rounded, pre-cut counters, and they're very, very easy to get out of this. I have just picked it up, and a couple of them are just falling out. So just be wary, you don't want to lose any like that. So you have the different, so it was brigade battles. So you have the different formations that have their own colors and leaders that you're going to activate. Oops, he says pushing them out. Some out of command markers, some routed markers. Oops, so these are the Confederates. And then we have blue Union pieces. Again, these are all your markers, and there's a couple casualty markers as well. Oops. And there, I think this is I want to say this is a broken side. Phelps, yeah. Whether or not it is a different question, but they have a light side on the back, which has a smaller number, so I would presume that that's the case. So, and then, oops. The rest of these are our value markers. So let's just check, just to make sure. These, yeah, okay, good. These are their strength points. So normally, let's see. Okay, good. So the value of this value printed on it is a stacking point value, I believe. And there's only a certain number of units that can stack in each terrain type. I don't exactly know, I haven't read the rules, but this is a stacking value on here. Their actual strength points are going to be one of these markers, so it's either a 5, 6, 7, or an 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you start getting up into like the really strong ones up here, 15, 16, 17, you could even get up into the 20s. But then there's artillery fired, some dismounted markers, just some admin. And again, I'm just holding it, and some of these are just popping right out. So just be careful that you're not losing counters when you're getting it out. Alright. But those are very nice. They punch very easily. They're very clean as well. Most of these, because they're attached on the side, and you couldn't tell on most of these. Some of them have like that's a little extra bit of paper, but you can just scrape that off. That's extra. It's not like you're taking chunks out of it like you do with some war games. The rest of it is the board, which is fully mounted, which is very, very nice. And we're going to get this. This looks like a nice game board. And Worthington are really upping their game with their maps to make them look nice. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, which way? It goes this way around. So this is a portrait style map. It goes up and down. I'm going to twist it so you can actually see it better. But you can see it's a hex overlay that's very clear. It has the numbers in them as well. But look at Sharpsburg here. This, I don't know what it is. I like this kind of cool pseudo old map look, even though you've got really functional kind of almost Simonich-esque terrain pieces. Just the town being like hand drawn. It just adds a nice little aesthetic to it, which I enjoy. At the top of the map here, you can see we have a turn track, and then there's a losses track as well that those casualty markers are going to go on. And even at the top here, I'll just fold it down for a second, there is our little terrain key as well. We had that on the play aid chart, but there's one printed on the board just so there's no confusion. But I really like the green on this one. This is a nice color, because if you think about it, I've got this nice kind of green map, and it's much nicer in color. I'm kind of washed out with my light here. But this color, and you'll have like gray pieces and blue pieces. It's going to look nice on the board. And I know that's like corny, but I enjoy a game that looks nice to play with. It's nice to play games like that at conventions because it attracts other people. They're like, ooh, that looks cool, what is it? Whereas some of the drier maps out there and drier counters, people are like, oh, it's a crusty old war game. Something that looks nice is going to help attract other people to the hobby, because sometimes we can all be a little bit shallow. But I'm excited to play this, especially with the rules uptake being very small, frankly. So this will be an interesting one for me. Being English, I don't know a whole bunch about the Civil War, especially from a tactical standpoint. Like, Grant could tell me what happens in this battle, and I like doing that. We sit down and play these, and he's like, oh, this is what happened, and this, and this. So these are cool experiences to me, more than anything. But I'm excited to play a Civil War game that isn't drenched in hundreds of pages of rules. Be nice and quick and easy, and it looks great. So if you're interested, this is Antietam, September 17, 1862. And this is from Worthington. It just came out, just fresh off their Kickstarter. So check it out. A Civil War game. Anywhere from 3 to 6 hours. I don't know if those smaller scenarios can play shorter than that, so you might be able to get a short game in with anyone. But yeah, exciting game. Excited to play it. You'll see a review of this one coming fairly soon. Thanks for watching. I've been Alexander from theplayersaid.com.